Hello and welcome back to school almost, right? We have got a couple more days. This is Mrs. Lynn. I am the AP Psychology teacher at OHVA. I may have had you in the past for psychology or for anthropology. I teach those two courses as well. This may be looking slightly different. I'm not using a PowerPoint for this back to school orientation quick video. It is going to be quick here. We'll talk more during our orientation session next Wednesday. So basically, the biggest bit of information I want to share with you is that the course has completely changed. So, if you did sign up last year and we had a conversation about what does AP psychology look like at OHVA, it is now completely different. And I will be completely honest with you, I just gained access to the course on Friday, and I was wrapping up getting my psychology course up and running. So I did not look at the AP psychology course until Monday, the 12th. And I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute, this is all different. What is going on here? It is completely restructured. It is using a new textbook. This course material was written by a new provider. So even the way we navigate through the course is going to be different, or through the course content, how we navigate through the course content is going to be different. The assessments are completely different than they were last year. So I am working diligently to try to figure this all out. You've all received, hopefully, your textbook. If you haven't received your textbook, let me know and I can check on the status of it being delivered to you. But since I just found out yesterday that the course is new and there's a new textbook for this course, I had to contact the people who order books for teachers and ask them to please send the teacher the new textbook. So I do not have the new textbook for this course yet either. It looks like the textbook, there is some online text embedded in the course. I'm just not sure if it's the exact same since I don't have the textbook. I can't compare the online material to the actual physical textbook to see if it's the same thing. The tools look pretty interesting because you can be reading the online text and there's tools that allow you to highlight and things like that. So that will be some fun stuff for us to work with, and we're kind of going to be figuring things out, I think, for the first chapter or so, the way it's restructured. I think our previous course had 5 units, and Unit 6 was a final exam. And there were, I'm not sure, I can't even remember how many chapters there were in the previous textbook. It's a college level textbook that we use for this course. Um, but you might be doing Unit 1 and have had to do some reading in Chapter 4 and some reading in Chapter 7. Now, with this new program and the new provider, Cengage, and the way they've restructured this and the new textbook, we have 16 units and they are each aligned to a chapter in the textbook, which makes a lot of sense, right? We're not jumping all over. But until I actually have the textbook and I can compare things, I'm a little, I'm still working on figuring everything out. So I know that doesn't sound like the most reassuring thing to hear from your teacher, but we'll figure it out. So we will figure it out. We will get you guys the information you need. I will get you the information you need. We'll get this all figured out. Hopefully, by the time that we are in class and starting our first lessons in the course, I will have a better idea of how the course is structured, so that I can really inform all of you of how things are structured. There are actually only 3 of you enrolled in AP Psychology right now, so between the 4 of us, we should be able to figure this out, right? We're 4 smart people. We can figure this out. And our regular Class Connect times will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They're still making a couple changes to the times of Class Connects for elective courses, and this is considered an elective because you don't have to take this class. Um, so I will let you know for sure. I will post an announcement on the course homepage. I will send you an email that says, welcome to AP Psychology. This is what time our orientation is. On Monday and Tuesday, as I think I previously mentioned, you'll be meeting with your advisors and school counselors. Oh, advisor, don't tell them I said that. Your advocates and your school counselors, and going through different various things with them. And then on Wednesday, you'll start having orientations with your individual teachers. Ours, I believe, is going to be at 12:30, but again, I will give you further information when I find out a definite time on that. We do not have access, teachers don't have access to Class Connect yet to schedule courses. We don't get access until the actual first day of OHVA's school year. So on Monday, we will all be rushing in and scheduling our orientations and our classes on the Blackboard site. So then you will see things start to populate on your Blackboard calendar and you'll know for sure what time. But again, I will post in an announcement. I will send you an email. Hopefully by Wednesday when we have orientation, I will have received the textbook that goes with this course and I will have had more opportunity to really delve in and try to understand exactly how it's structured and how it works. The biggest issue right now for me, I did go in and do what we call a pacing guide that tells you what to complete each day. But I knew with my previous course there were certain things that I had to tweak to make it work. And I'm not quite sure about this one if I need to make some changes to it, how I need to make those changes. And also, it doesn't seem to break down lessons by name the way the previous course did. So I need to look at that a little more closely so that I'm sure that when I provide you with a pacing guide that and I import that into the plan in the course, that you can look at it and know where you need to start today, what you need to get through for today's material in the course, and then, what's scheduled the next day and the next day and so on and so forth. So that is a little bit unclear to me the way I'm looking at it. It doesn't have a list of assignments the way the previous class did. It just kind of shows you a progress bar as you're working. I started working through chapter 1, unit 1, and it just was showing a progress bar, but not really giving a different name to the different items as I went through. So that's what I'm working on figuring out. I will have that figured out for you um, by the time we meet next Wednesday, and I can give you a clearer idea of what you need to be completing each day. Do not worry about logging into AP Psych on Monday or Tuesday and getting anything done. Wednesday we'll have orientation. You will have a pre-test to do in AP Psychology, and that should be available to you as of Wednesday. If I have it available sooner, I will post that in a course announcement. And if you're familiar with OHVA and how everything works and you want to go in and take that pre-test sooner, you can do so. Maybe you want to do it Monday or Tuesday when you have a little free time rather than waiting. If you receive your textbook and you want to start reading, by all means, go ahead and start reading. We're going to cover that entire textbook. And maybe you're not very busy right now at the beginning of the semester and you want to go ahead and get a little reading done. Feel free to do so. So, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for taking a couple minutes to listen to this back to school recording about AP psychology. Please do not be stressed. So, something I always like to emphasize, we're going to figure it out. I know it sounds a little daunting that even your teacher is not so sure about this course right now, but it's only been 24 hours since I found out that my course is completely changed, and I will get it figured out. And we will, it might be a little bumpy for the first week or two, but we'll get it all figured out. And we will have a great semester. It looks like it's going to be a great course, very interesting and interactive, and I think that we're going to enjoy discovering it together. So have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next Wednesday in orientation.